Welcome to the video. I hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday, and I'm very excited to share this video because this is something I've recently learned and started applying in my own life, and I can almost guarantee you that this will produce incredible results in your life. So here are 5 strategies to start getting what you want in life. Praise more, criticize less. Have you been at a job or a workplace and you're doing the best you can, and your boss comes in and just starts reprimanding you and getting upset with you because you're not meeting their standards? How do you feel after that? I can almost guarantee you don't want to work after that, or you don't care to put in as much effort as you could, because the work you're doing is getting no reassurance, no praise, and no value. So what makes you think in life, in social settings and meeting people, that if you criticize somebody, that they'll respond accordingly? Giving people positive feedback will make them do a better job than giving them negative feedback, because there's this positive reinforcement that just makes people feel good about the work that they do. It makes no sense to talk down to people and to give them all this negative criticism when they're trying their hardest. Now, of course, you should correct people when they're wrong, but there's a nice way to do that. But don't be condescending and talk down to people when they are trying. That is the worst way to get them to be more effective. You want somebody to be more effective, whether it's in work or in personal life. Give them positive reinforcement. Tell them that you appreciate how hard they're working, or you appreciate the effort they put into whatever it is. Watch them do a better job. Talk less, listen more. I'll be completely honest. This is something I struggle with. I'm kind of a yapper, and I'm doing my best to try and talk less and listen more, because this is such a powerful skill if you can get the hang of it. In reality, most people really just care about themselves. And sometimes people don't want feedback or advice. They just want somebody to listen. Here are some tips on listening that I've been trying to implement, and hopefully they can help you. One is eye contact. If you can't look somebody in the eye, I'm not saying you have to stare into their soul, but if you can't maintain proper eye contact with somebody when you're speaking to them, it shows that, 1, you're not very confident in yourself, or it portrays that image. 2, it shows that you're not being attentive and you're not really listening. And that means a lot to people, because people love talking about themselves, and people love sharing things that they care about with other people. And if you can sit there and you can have good eye contact, you can kind of have good posture and sit up straight, and you can start repeating things to them. So say you're talking to somebody and they're talking about a place they want to travel to, right? And they're talking about Italy, for example. And they talk about, yeah, I would really like to go to Capri and see the blue cave that everybody talks about. I forgot the name of it, and you'd be like, wow, like, I had no idea that there's a blue cave in Italy. Like, that sounds really cool. When you're thinking of going, when you kind of repeat things back to somebody, it shows that you're listening. It shows that you are attentive and that you care. And that means a lot to people. So I highly suggest that you fix your posture, you listen, you look at somebody in the eye when they're talking, and you repeat things. You don't have to repeat every sentence, but whenever there's like a significant thing during a topic, or there's a thing that interests you, say it back. And people really appreciate that. Start being interested in other people. This one kind of connects to the last point, but it deserves its own explanation by itself. Because like I said before, most people just care about themselves. They don't actually care about other people, or they do it superficially. We're all somewhat self-centered. We really just care about what we want or what we need. So the rare case that there's somebody that actually has a genuine interest in other people and what they're about and what they like, it's kind of hard to come by. And it's really valuable. So if you actually genuinely start taking an interest in other people and their ideas, things that they talk about and who they are, and I'm not saying faking it, like genuinely watch their faces light up when they talk to you. Watch them shift in energy, this positive, like abundant energy. If you're truly engaged and if you're truly engaged and truly listening and paying attention and interested into somebody else, they will gladly do things for you. For example, Let's say you need a favor from somebody or you need something from someone and you go and see them. Before you even think of mentioning what you need, okay, ask them about them. If they've picked up a certain hobby and you've noticed, or a certain thing they're interested in, ask them about it and let them speak to you. Let them like light up and talk to you. And because you've taken interest in somebody else, sometimes you don't even need to ask for the favor because they will give back to you out of appreciation for your time and energy for them. And the chances of them doing the favor, if you do ask afterwards, are significantly increased. So if you need something from somebody, before you even think of yourself, think of them, show an interest, and sometimes you don't even need to ask. They'll offer out of just sheer reciprocation. That's a gold mine. Use it. Remember people's names. This can be kind of a hard one because it's not like we carry a diary of everybody's name that we've met and the date we met them. Although that could be useful, it's very unrealistic. People love the sound of their name. It's what they've heard their whole life, and they attach massive significance to their name. So if you remember it and you say it to them, it makes them feel really good. It makes them feel important and heard. A good way to incorporate this is when you meet somebody or when you're going to see somebody, as you say goodbye, say their name. It's a huge, basically it's a hack because people, like I said, love hearing the sound of their name. And if you can say it to them when you're saying bye, watch them smile. They'll feel good about it themselves because you took the time to remember their name and you took the time to say it to them. Another way to do this is if you're at a restaurant or a coffee shop or somewhere where someone has a name tag, like a worker has a name tag, say their name, like as you say, thank you, or, because when servers come to the table, they always say, my name is so-and-so, I'll be helping you today, all that kind of stuff. Most people don't even care about the server's name. They just don't give a shit. So when you go out of your way and they bring you your drink or your food, you say thank you and say their name, they'll really appreciate that. They really will. And so a good way to incorporate this besides that is if you can, when you meet people, try and associate a certain topic, a hobby, or an item that like represents them or that like they like, and find a way to connect their name with that thing, and it will make it easier. That's something that I've done, and it actually really helps when I meet new people. And when I meet people and they're like I met them once and I see them like a few weeks later, like they don't remember my name, but I remember theirs. And I don't really get offended by that, Most people don't remember names when they meet somebody once, So just smile. You would be so surprised at how effective this is, even though it's ridiculously simple. Just smile. People are neutral, and if not negative. A lot of people just walk around feeling mundane. Most people are just not that happy. You look around walking the street, or I don't even care, like at the gym somewhere, you'll see that most people aren't smiling. They're just kind of meh. And giving somebody a warm smile when you meet them or greet them, that like just lifts the energy up. So take the previous advice I gave you. Let's say you're at a coffee shop, like at Starbucks or something, and you're going to go order a drink. You see somebody's name tag, okay? And what you do is, usually they greet you with a smile and say, like, how are you doing? How's your day? Good morning, whatever. You say, hey, thank you, their name, and good morning to you, and you smile. You order, and then you say, thank you very much, I really appreciate it, their name, and smile. They will remember that, because most people that come into those places don't smile. They're just kind of regular customers, and they just are on kind of like autopilot. And they just like their life force is kind of just like meh. And so if you can start smiling more, people will see that as like friendly, approachable, and it makes you seem like a higher quality person overall. If you can apply that into your daily life and just smile more, even if you feel insecure about your smile, because I feel kind of insecure about my smile, but I still smile sometimes to people, and it makes them feel happier. So the moral of the story is just be a kind and welcoming person. Take interest in other people. Try to be a bit more selfless. And it's the little things that make this world a better place. The little things that have a larger impact on people. If you can apply these 5 strategies that I've told you in this video, you can start making the world a little bit of a better place, one day at a time. And I really hope that you take this and you actually do it. And, it may take some time. It may be a little bit weird for some people. It was weird for me at first. I can definitely admit to that. But if you can just be more friendly and be kinder, you will see that like good karma will come your way. People will like you more. People will do more things for you because subconsciously you've implanted it in their brain that you're just a good person by just being socially easy and socially fun and friendly. So, with all that being said, I hope this helped. Thank you for watching the video all the way through, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.